Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Sunday. We are going to tell another story from the Bible today. And this one, like many of the Bible stories, takes place in the desert. This is our desert pod.
So many stories take place in the desert from the Bible.
We had to have a little piece of it in our room for our stories. When you're in the desert, there's very little water. And at night, it's so cold. But during the day, it's burning hot. The wind is blowing and it blows the sand around, so the desert is always changing. Now, there was a town back in the time of the Bible called Haran. And in the town of Haran, in the desert, there was a husband and a wife. The husband was named Abram, and the wife's name was Sarai. They were pretty old, and they didn't have any children yet. They did believe in the one true God. And one day, God said, Abram, take your wife, Sarai, and leave your town. Leave all your family and friends and set out across the desert. And I will be with you, and I will keep you safe, and I will bless you. Abram and Sarai did not want to go, but they believed in the one true God, so they just knew that they had to listen. So they set off across the desert. The first place they came was the land of Canaan. They stopped at a spot called Shechem. God was with them, and he took care of them. They built an altar there, a place to worship God. And they thanked God for keeping them safe, and God blessed them. The next place they went was Bethel. Now, God told them, look at all this land, all of the land that you can see. I will give this land to you and your children and your children's children. Now, Abram and Sarai didn't have any children, but they were not going to question the one true God because they knew that he always knew what was best for them. When they got to Bethel, they built an altar, a special place to pray to God, to thank him for keeping them safe, and they were blessed. Now, they were in Bethel, and suddenly there was a famine, which meant there was not enough food to eat, and they were hungry, so they knew that they had to leave, and the place they needed to go was Egypt. Abram was scared of Egypt. He did not know about the people there, and he did not know if he would be safe. But the one true God was with them in Haran. He was with them in Shechem. Would he be with them when they went on to Egypt? They didn't know, but they believed. When they got to Egypt, the one true God was with them. The Egyptians gave them food and water and animals, and they settled in and they were happy in Egypt. But eventually, it was time to go. They went back to the land of Canaan, the land that God had promised them. When they got to the land of Canaan, God reminded them that all that they could see, that he was going to give to them and their children. And Abram reminded God that they did not have any children. And the one true God said, you listened to me when I asked you to leave your home. You made altars. You always prayed to me and believed in me. And I am going to bless you with many, many children. So they built an altar. a special place to thank God and worship Him. And that's where they stayed. The one true God was with them in every place. In Haran, and when they went to Shechem, through the land of Canaan to Bethel, even when they were hungry and had to go all the way to Egypt, God was with them and He blessed them along the way. I wonder if you've ever had to go to a new place and leave your friends and maybe some of your family members. I wonder how Abram and Sarai felt when they had to trust the one true God. And I wonder what happened to God's people after that. I'll tell you that next week's story is going to give us a little hint about what does happen to God's people next. Let's look at our Bible and see what it says about our story today. It's from the very first book of the Bible. So it's Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 4. Then the Lord said to Abram, "Leave your country, your relatives, and your father's family. Go to the land I will show you. I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you. I will place a curse on those who harm you, and all the people on earth will be blessed through you." So Abram left Haran as the Lord had told him. That was nice. Boys and girls, we've been saying our prayer, and I think maybe everybody knows it by now. So let's say it together. Dear God, thank you for this special day, for the people that I love. Help me be a friend to all and guide me from above. Amen. Goodbye, boys and girls. Have a wonderful week.